Eliaster stared at the door Bella had left through. Do you really think she can do anything to help get Princess Ebony back to the castle? I sure hope so, said Romid. But I really don't know. There isn't much time left before they get to the gates. Prince Grayson walked out of his bedroom and joined the other two in the sitting room. Radion has just informed me that Bella was successful and Captain Geralt was able to meet Princess Ebony at the gates with an escort. That's good news, isn't it? Asked Romid. I guess so. It all depends on how hard it is to get through the mob, said Prince Grayson with a worried frown. Eliaster looked at Prince Grayson oddly. So Radion says that the princess has an ancient dragon. I want to know what exactly Radion expects us to do to help her. Prince Grayson sighed. He was not going to tell Eliaster that she was his mate. What do I say? He asked Radion. Just tell him that I have known her a long time, and that I am sure she wouldn't have been given to her unless there were a reason. Remember the prophecy? Prince Grayson thought for a moment before saying something. Yes, she is an ancient dragon, and we are not sure what we can do to help, if anything. Then why are we sticking around if he can't even do anything to help? All the other princes have left, even Prince Duro, said Eliaster. And more than likely we are going to have a long journey since we are taking Bella and her dragon hasn't flown in quite some time. She probably hasn't ever flown a long distance before. Look, Eliaster, replied Prince Grayson. We are all ready to go home. There is no doubt about it. You heard Bella talk about some kind of prophecy spoken about Princess Ebony when she was born. But there is something I haven't told you. He paused, not sure if they were going to believe him. What? Eliaster asked with a hint of impatience. You and Romid thought that the only reason we are here is that Chaim got ill. But that is not the real reason. After King Ayaan had told Chaim and me of his decision that only Chaim was going to go to Alarion, Radion and I went to the cave to chill. There he told me that he felt he was supposed to go to Alarion, and we were going to convince King Ayaan to let us accompany Chaim. So you were planning to come anyway, said Romid. Yes, we were going to try to convince Father to let us come. But when we got back, Chaim was sick and I volunteered, which Father thought I did for Alarion. I don't know why Radion felt he needed to be here, but once we got here he discovered that Nova was here. And who is Nova anyhow? How is she connected to Radion? Asked Eliaster. He sounded interested now. Radion didn't explain everything, but he did tell me she was the granddaughter of Omari and Mahala, and has very special powers. She was the first of her kind. Eliaster's got big. She is the granddaughter of the first king and queen of the ancient dragon? He whistled. We really won't know how we can help until we find out what's going to happen to her, Romid informed Eliaster. We just have to wait and see, added Prince Grayson. Time dragged by slowly as the three of them waited for Bella to return. Radion was keeping Prince Grayson updated through the messages Nova would quickly send. Captain Geralt had met Ebony at the gate with 12 other soldiers, and he had walked her through the mob safely. Ebony was in her room, getting ready for the council. Princess Ebony was now standing before King Liam and the council. Prince Grayson stood up and walked to the table where Romid and Eliaster were trying to figure out some game of cards that they had found lying around in the sitting room. Let's head in the direction of the throne room. Radion said it wouldn't be much longer. We will leave as soon as Bella walks out of that throne room. I am tired of waiting for her in this room. Romid agreed. Sounds great, said Eliaster. I am ready to get home. You know we are going to have to stop and get some real food when we're flying. He grabbed one last pastry as they headed out the door. Pick up the pace, snarled Radion. Nova just told me that they have charged Princess Ebony with treason because of all the restitution King Liam had to pay out to the princes. It is a charge punishable by death. Prince Grayson's chest tightened. He felt panic rise. This can't be. You said no charges that included the death penalty would be brought against her. The good thing is, there has to be a unanimous vote for death, or the verdict automatically becomes banishment. All other charges have an immediate sentence of banishment. No surprise there. What about the charge of hiding a dragon? Asked Prince Grayson. It has an immediate sentence of death, but that was never brought against her. Clearly I did a good job last night erasing some of the memories of the noblemen. Nova keeping herself the rest of the day had to have helped some, said Radion. I was afraid of two things, that the mob would be used against her, and that she might have been charged with the fact that she had been training to fight with that elite warrior, but those charges were not brought up against her either. That charge also has an immediate sentence of death. I think King Liam was too ashamed to have those charges brought against her, and it may be made known publicly that his daughter had been training as a warrior, and then there would have been public knowledge of the trainer's involvement and who he was. Come on, guys. Prince Grayson rushed Eliaster and Romid. It's probably almost over by now. They rushed through the hallways as quickly as they could without drawing too much attention to themselves. Rounding the last corner, they could see the doors of the throne room. No way, one soldier said to another soldier. Prince Grayson couldn't help but wonder what they had missed. He watched King Liam as a quick flash of relief crossed his face. He almost missed it. He listened in horror as he heard the king sentencing Princess Ebony. Prince Grayson could not believe his ears as he heard King Liam pronouncing his judgment. Now what, Radian? What do we do? It's time we headed back to Peroria. There's not much we can do here. I am going to call Laurel to join us now, Radian replied. What's going on? Romid asked. I am not sure, but Radian said it was time to go, answered Prince Grayson. Let's just wait for Bella to join us. Eliaster looked confused. That's it. Are we just going to leave? Romid wanted to ask some questions, but Bedigo was arguing with him about it. There was something going on, but he couldn't put his fingers on what it was. He couldn't help but wonder if Bedigo was hiding something from him. Bella came quietly out of the throne room. Her face looked pinched and haggard. He couldn't hold himself back any longer. What happened in there, Bella? He asked. Bella turned to him and shook her head. She tried to speak, but every time she opened her mouth, she closed it immediately. Stop asking questions, Bedigo said urgently. There is a time and place, and right now isn't either of them, Romid. Romid didn't reply to his dragon. He didn't like him telling him what to do either. Prince Grayson watched as King Liam slumped wearily onto his throne and directed Captain Geralt to take Ebony to the servants' quarters. He didn't understand the next few words the king spoke. Radian started humming in his mind so loudly that he couldn't understand what he was saying. Now, what is your next plan of action? He asked Radion, irritated at him for being so noisy. We head to Fort Ludar. Ask Bella to lead us where we can shift and leave. We will figure it out there. Prince Grayson turned to the timid girl who stood before him with watery eyes. Radion says you are to take us somewhere we can shift and leave. We are leaving right now. Bella couldn't hide her disbelief. Not so loudly, ordered Prince Grayson. We don't need you trying to draw attention to us. Besides, now that we know she is not going to die, there is nothing more we can do. But we can't just leave her alone like this. We have to take her with us. No, we do not. Radion barked at Prince Grayson. I can tell you want to agree with her, but we cannot take her with us right now. Prince Grayson wanted to argue with Radion, but he didn't want to hear the trust me lecture again. He turned to Bella. Take us now. A look of sheer resistance crossed her face. All of a sudden it was gone and she nodded her head. Follow me. Bella too was receiving pressure from Laurel like she had felt before to leave. Come on, Prince Grayson said to Romid and Eliaster. Bella led them out to the courtyard where, just hours earlier, Davin had landed bruised and battered. It was deserted, except for some other servants were passing through to other parts of the palace. Jules noticed Bella with the men. She rushed over to where they were standing. What are you doing? She asked Bella. Is it true that King Liam gave you to him? She motioned to Prince Grayson. It is. Take me with you, she pleaded. We can't, said Prince Grayson gently. I am sorry. Maybe we can come back for you some other time. Everyone stand back except Eliaster. I need you to shift first so Laurel can follow Arleo. Eliaster shifted. Arleo jumped gracefully and lifted himself into the air. After a few minutes, he was high enough for Bella to shift. Bella, it's your turn to go. Bella turned to Jules, who was still standing beside her. She gave her a big hug. I wish I knew of a way to keep in touch with you, but Peroria is a long ways away. Thanks for being my friend. Jules returned the hug. Thank you. I will never forget you. You had better go before we make your new prince angry with you. Bella nodded and walked to the middle of the courtyard. She shifted into a beautiful light blue dragon. Laurel was almost as big as Arleo. She jumped up awkwardly. not showing any of the grace Eliaster had. It took her 3 attempts before she was finally lifted off the ground. Romid sighed as he watched her slowly stretch her wings and fly, trying to catch up with Eliaster. I am afraid this is going to be a long journey home. I hate when Eliaster is right, he complained. But I wasn't expecting her to be an ice dragon. Prince Grayson laughed. Eliaster has to be right sometimes. You need to get up and tell him I said that. And yes, I wasn't expecting that either. Radion snorted. That's why she kept herself hidden here at the castle. Ice dragons are rare in Alarion. Romid looked at him curiously. You are coming, aren't you? Romid was beginning to doubt if he should shift before Prince Grayson. Everyone was acting so strangely. Get in the air, uncle, ordered Prince Grayson. I swear I will be right behind you. Romid gave him one more inquisitive look and then shrugged his shoulders. Yes, my prince. He walked where the other two had shifted. Bedigo, he called. Before he could finish calling him, Bedigo was lifting himself off the ground. Prince Grayson watched as Romid joined Bella quickly. Are you sure we should be leaving? He checked with Radion one more time as he ran to the middle of the courtyard and jumped. Trust me, replied the silver dragon, who made his appearance already off the ground and in the air.